Good morning everyone. Today we will study the next portion of this lines and angles, that is lines parallel to the same line. Lines parallel to the same line. Let T is a transversal intersects three lines. T is a transversal intersects three lines L, M and N, and also given that line M is parallel to L and also line N is parallel to L. Line L is parallel to M. So we know angle 1 and angle 2 are corresponding angles and these two angles are equal. And also line N is parallel to L. Line N is also parallel to line N. So we can mask angle N is also parallel to L. That means L and N are parallel. So 1 and 3 are corresponding angles. So we can write angle 1 is equal to angle 1 is equal to angle 2 and angle 1 is equal to angle 3. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2 because these two lines are parallel lines. And angle 1 is equal to angle 3 because L and N are parallel lines. From this we get left hand side equal. So we can write angle 2 is equal to angle 2. That is angle 2 is equal to angle 3. That is this is also corresponding angles. Then line M and line N cut by a transversal. One pair of corresponding angles are equal. So we can say that line M is parallel to N. That is lines parallel to the same line are parallel to each other. Lines parallel to the same line. These two lines are parallel to N. So we can say that these two lines are also parallel lines. Okay, but T is a transversal cut by two lines L, M and N. Line L is parallel to M. That is its corresponding angles are equal. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2. And also given that line N is also parallel to L. So its corresponding angles are also equal. From this we get angle 2 is equal to angle 3. Angle 2 is equal to angle 3 means the line M and line N are parallel because it's a one pair of corresponding angles are equal. So we say that lines parallel to the same line are parallel to each other. Okay. Theorem 6, page number 101. Lines which are parallel to the same line are parallel to each other. Based on the properties of when two parallels cut by a transversal, we already studied the properties of different angles. Based on that properties and this property, we have to solve the next exercise problems. Okay? This is theorem 6. Lines which are parallel to the same line are parallel to each other. This way we will get the theorem. Okay? Line N is parallel to L and also given that line N is parallel to L. So we can say that these two lines are parallel to each other. Okay. Then exercise 6.2. Exercise 6.2. First question. In the given figure, find the values of x and y and then show that AB parallel to CD. In the given figure, find the values of x and y and then show that AB parallel CD. This angle is 50 degree. This is X and this is Y, and here 130 degree. Line AB and line CD. Okay. Find X and Y. In the given figure, the values of X and Y, and then show that AB parallel CD. We have to prove that AB parallel CD. How we can prove that AB parallel CD? Okay. In this 130 degree. So what is Y? And here from a 50 degree plus X degree, here from a linear pair. So we can find out X, or 50 degree plus X is equal to 190 degree. Therefore X is equal to 190 degree minus 50 degree, that is equal to 130 degree. Why? Because here bracket what is said? Linear pair angles. Then here 130 degree and Y. When two lines intersect each other, you know these are the vertically opposite ends. Each pair of vertically opposite ends are equal. So we can write Y is equal to 130 degree. Then X is equal to 130 degree and Y is equal to 130 degree, because X and Y are here what are alternate angles. When two lines intersected by a transversal, alternate angles are equal, then we can say that these two lines are parallel to each other. Therefore, okay, that is here form a linear pair, therefore X is equal to 130 degree. Y and 1, these are the vertically opposite angle, therefore this Y is also 130 degree. X and Y are alternate interior angles, that is X is equal to Y. When two lines intersect a transversal, the alternate interior angles are equal, therefore AB parallel CD. Okay, this is the answer of the first problem. Okay. Then second one. In the given figure, AB parallel CD and CD parallel EF, and Y is to Z is equal to 3 is to 7. Y is to Z is equal to 3 is to 7. And AB parallel CD, CD parallel EF, and find X. And also figure is given AB, CD, EF. AB parallel CD, transversal X, Y, Z. Given that AB parallel CD and CD parallel EF, AB parallel CD and CD parallel EF. So we can find out what is X. Given that Y is to Z is equal to 3 is to 7, so we can write let Y is equal to any one of the variable. We can write 3A and Z is equal to 7A. Always here we will put the variable X, but here S is given, so we are putting A. Okay. AB parallel CD. different way we can solve this problem. Okay. I am taking AB parallel CD, that is given. So, co-inter angles are supplementary. That is x plus y is equal to 190 degree. Okay. Then here CD parallel EF. CD parallel EF. AB parallel CD and CD parallel EF. So we can say that AB parallel EF. Listen, AB parallel CD and CD parallel AB parallel CD and CD parallel EF. So we can say that AB parallel EF. AB parallel EF means x and z are alternate interior angles. So we can write x is equal to z. Alternate interior angles. X is equal to z. Okay. Here we can write x plus y is equal to 190 degree. Okay. In the place of x, we can write z. Because x is equal to z. Z plus y is equal to 190 degree. Z is equal to 7a. Y is equal to 3a. Is equal to 190 degree. Therefore, 10a is equal to 190 degree. Therefore, a is equal to 190 degree. By 10 is equal to 18 degree. Okay. We know we want to find out the x. X is equal to z. What is z? Z is equal to 7a. Z is equal to 7. That is equal to 7 into, we get 80. Okay. Z is equal to 7. That is equal to 7 into 18. But Z is equal to x. So x is equal to, Z is equal to 7 into 18. Only we want to find out that 7 into 18. Okay. That is 126 degree. That is x is equal to 126 degree because x is equal to this. This way we can write. Another method we can solve this. If you understand, then no problem. AB parallel CD and CD parallel EF. So we can write the AB parallel EF. AB parallel EF means these two are alternate interior angles. That is x is equal to z. Here these two lines are parallel, so we can say that these co-inter angles are supplementary. X plus y is equal to 180 degree. But here we get the x is equal to z. So we can get z plus y is equal to 180 degree. Always given y is to z is equal to 3 is to 7. That is that y is equal to 3a and z is equal to 7a. So we will get the a is equal to 80 degree. X, we want to find out the x. X is equal to z. Z is equal to 7a, that is 126 degree. Therefore, that is x is also 126 degree. Okay. Lines parallel to the same line are parallel to each other. Using that theorem, we have to solve this. AB parallel CD and CD parallel EF. So we can say that AB parallel EF. So its alternate interior angles are. Okay. Very easy because we already studied the properties of the angles. Using that theorems and axioms, we have to solve these exercises problems. Okay. Next one. Question number 3. In the given figure, if AB parallel CD and EF perpendicular to CD, angle GED is given 126 degree. Find angle AGE and GEF and FGE. Angle AGE, angle AGE and angle GEF, GEF and angle FGE. We want to find. Draw the figure. Listen. AB parallel CD. AB parallel CD. AB parallel CD. And EF is perpendicular to CD. EF perpendicular to CD. And GED, G here, GED 126 degree. Find angle AGE, angle GEF and angle FGE. This we want to find. Given are angle GED is equal to 126 degree. GED. We want to find out angle A. Look the figure. We want to find out angle AGE and GEF and angle FGE. Okay. What is angle AGE? Given that AB parallel CD and we can take this is the transversal. So we can say that AB parallel CD and this is the transversal. Then what is angle AGE? Angle AGE. Angle A, this angle and this angle alternate angles. Alternate in here because these two lines are parallel. This is a transversal. This is a alternate in here angles. Angle AGE is equal to angle GED is equal to 126 degree because given angle GED is equal to 126 degree. Okay. First answer angle AGE because alternate in here. Next one is angle GEF. GEF. We know this total angle is equal to 160 degree and this angle is equal to 90 degree. So we can find out angle GEF. Very easy. Okay. That is angle GEF is equal to total angle 126 degree minus 90 degree. Okay, 126 degree minus total angle 126. That is GED minus angle FED. 126 degree minus 90 degree. What is the answer we get? 126 minus GEF. That is angle GEF. 126 minus 90 degree. 36. Okay. Next angle FGE. FGE. Okay. Here we know perpendicular is 90 degree. And this angle we get 36 degree. So angle FGE. Consider this triangle using angle sum property we can find out very easily. Okay. Or we can here form a linear pair. Then this angle is equal to this angle AGE 126 degree. Okay. 190 minus 126 will get you FGE. Angle any method or angle sum property or this way. Angle FGE E is equal to FG is equal to here form a linear pair. That is equal to 180 degree minus 126 degree. What is 180 minus 126? 4, 5. Okay, 54 degree. Okay, so many different methods we can use here. Okay, here first we want to find out angle AGE. AB parallel CD and this is the transversal, therefore alternate angles are equal. Therefore AG is equal to 126 degree. Okay. Next one is we want to find out angle GEF. This sum of this angle and this total. Here also a linear pair and also this is equal to not a linear pair here. Here, so the linear pair. Here two angles are there. Here one angle is this one and one angle is this one. Not to form a straight line. Sum of these two angles is equal to 126 is given. Total minus this angle. We will get this angle 36 degree. Here from a linear pair, sum of these two angles is equal to 190 degree. This is 126 degree. So 180 minus 126 degree will get FGE 54. Okay. So we can solve this problem. 54. Okay. So today I am taking 1, 2, only 3 questions. Okay. You have to thoroughly go through the problems and different. You can use your own method to solve these problems. Okay, different laws and theorems apply. We can solve these problems. Okay, first you have to solve this problem using these methods. Then you have to use different theorems and different actions. You can try to solve these problems in different way. Okay, thank you all.